And so I am back on the couch. Welcome to Fisayomi's Couch. This is, of course, Banshake Radio. If you stumbled on this podcast from searching around the neighborhood of this platform, well, welcome. Get cozy. There's no format to what happens inside of Fisayomi's Couch, because if you listen to my second episode on this show, you would have heard me say that I want to express myself, talk about whatever stood out for me during the day, and just leave them here on the couch. They could be happy, they could be sad, they could be whatever, come in different shapes and sizes and colors. As long as it's on my mind, I come on the couch and I talk about it and then leave it here. Hopefully move on to being a better version of myself than when I came to the couch. So today I want to talk about the things that make us forget who we are. I was looking through my collection of pictures, selfies I should say, that I had on my phone. I have quite a few of them, as it turns out. Pictures from 5 years ago on my phone. And today, because I've lately been feeling at odds with myself, 6s and 7s, if I might say it like that. So for some reason, I just decided to look through the pictures on my phone, and I went back 5 years to the very beginning. Of course, I delete pictures as I need space on the phone and things like that. And I have not been using the same phone for 5 years. It's just that I move my memory card from old phone to new phone. So I take my memories with me. Anyway, so I went back. I started doing that a few days ago, as a matter of fact. Looking through my Dropbox, looking through my Google Drive folders. Of course, there are years and years of memories in pictures and voice notes and text messages and things to look through. I haven't quite exhausted the supply yet, but the thing that I'm taking away from trying to take another look at who I've been over the course of the last few years is that most of the pictures, of course, people smile when they take selfies, but being me, I can remember how I felt when I took those pictures, and I don't remember faking the smiles in my pictures. I remember that each of those times when I took the pictures, all of them were happy times. And that's usually when I decide to take selfies. I don't take selfies. I mean, who takes selfies when they're sad to say, okay, I'm going to document this sad face and this sad moment so that I can come back to it 15 years from now and remember how sad I was? I don't think anybody does that. Well, if they do, well, they must have very good reason. Or not. Whatever rocks anybody's boat is okay. But I'm saying that all of those pictures reminded me of where I was mentally, spiritually, physically, financially when I took those selfies. And even though overall in each of those years, I mean, I had pictures from 2012, 2013 in the bunch. And even when, at some points during those years, I would have felt unhappy or angry or unfulfilled, those pictures made me realize that I did have very happy times in those years. And I'm saying this because some of those years between 2012 and 2015 into 2016, I dare say, I was quite miserable. For several different reasons. Some of the reasons include things. What do you call those things? Errors in judgment. That's the one that I had made and let things happen to me, either because I didn't take some required action, or because I took some action that I shouldn't have taken. And of course, I had to live through the consequence or consequences of my action or inaction. And I ended up miserable a number of times. So... But the pictures that I looked through today reminded me that even while I was navigating that reality, or should I say those realities, depending on the year, there were happy moments that reminded me of why I should always believe that there is a God who cares about me, or who cared about me and still does care about me, and it was quite the life buoy, because I'm standing at this juncture of my life right now where I am like the artist with a very huge and at the same time very blank canvas, and deciding on which color to put on the canvas, and indeed how many colors should be put on the canvas. Making that choice, that decision right now is where I am at. And do you know how, I don't know, when you're an artist or a painter and you're faced with a blank canvas, and that moment before, or those minutes before the first color goes on the pure white canvas, would give the artist some pause, because once the color is on the canvas, that's it, you have to proceed from there. And when it's a very important painting that's been commissioned, it becomes doubly stressful for the artist, I imagine. So that's where I'm at right now. This pause between this moment between the canvas of my life being blank and the next moment where I put the first pigment on the canvas, and I can't take it back, because you can't go back from when you've put some pigment on a blank white canvas. You have to hope for the best, and I am I want to paint as beautiful and as breathtaking and as perfect a picture as I possibly can of the rest of my life. And for that reason, I'm hesitant to put the first brush stroke on that canvas. And so, looking back at the selfies that I have taken over the last few years, reminding myself that I have managed to go from those years to survive those years. Although some of the moments, some of the adventures, should I say, some of the adventures that I embarked on in those years, some of them were quite challenging, and I use the word challenging as mildly as I can, you know. And I still found pockets of pure, untainted happiness within those years. It's reassuring. And if you are able to look back, if you've been taking pictures or saving some memories and mementos of the past few years, probably see if you can take a mental walk back through time. I try to make Fisayo Miss Couch about me alone, but once in a while I like to share what I have, some of the aha moments that come from examining my thoughts like this. I like to share them with you, and just so, I don't know, they say that a candle does not lose light by lighting other candles. So yeah, I'm sharing my insight with you. Feel free to use or discard, or disagree or agree. Well, by all means, please tell someone about this show, Fisayo Miss Couch, and please do leave comments. What are your thoughts? Do you agree with the things I'm talking about? You don't have to agree or disagree, but your comments would be lovely. Share some insight of your own in the comments, or send me an email. You can email me at contact@panchekeradio.com. That's contact@panchekeradio.com. It would be lovely to hear your thoughts on any of the episodes on the show, or you could explore the other shows on my channel, and feel free to leave a comment. If you're inclined, you might consider following this channel so that you can get notification whenever I post something new. But for now, I'm going to just let this session on the couch expand in my mind until it takes root and it sprouts to constantly remind me that, or constantly remind me to look for the happy moments and to save them any way I can, maybe by taking a picture, maybe by writing a poem, maybe by, I don't know, just leaving a memento for myself for the future, so that I can hopefully from a happier place look back at this moment and see a trail of happiness that leads me to an even larger more blissful place, happy place, where I can spend the rest of my time contented and happy. I'm Fisayomi. Thanks for joining me on the couch.